Ozo was walking home through the lonely forest path when he saw something strange. It was a coffin, still shining and wet with fresh dirt. He stopped. It didn't look old. His heart pounded. A whisper echoed from inside. He looked around. Nobody is around. A whisper echoed to his ear to touch it. When Ozo touched it, he dragged the coffin home, thinking there was gold or money inside. As soon as it crossed his gate, every shadow in his compound grew longer. That night, he couldn't sleep. The whispering got louder. Something was inside the coffin, and now it was no longer sleeping. The next morning, Ozo opened the coffin halfway. Inside was a girl, still breathing but not blinking. She looked dead, but her chest moved. Her lips moved too, murmuring something Ozo didn't understand. Her skin was marked with black lines. Her hands were tied. He slammed the coffin shut. That night, the mirror in Ozo's house cracked. The floor began to bleed. On his wall, someone wrote in ash, "She belongs to a Zenwan Yinhua." Ozo had heard that name only in old stories, the Queen of Spirits, the one whose eyes saw through every soul. And now, her eyes were on him. Ozo ran to the elders the next day, shaking. He told them everything. Their faces turned white. They told him about the secret cult, the one that gave the queen a living offering every new moon. She takes one person, they said, and in return she gives them power. But now, she's angry. The coffin was meant for the forest shrine, but Ozo took it home. He broke the rule. That night, the ground in his backyard opened. A white hand reached out. The girl was no longer in the coffin. She was behind him now, smiling and counting down. Ozo tried to burn the coffin. It didn't catch fire. He buried it. The next day, it was back in front of his door. Then he smashed it with an axe. It screamed. Not the wood. The coffin screamed. From then on, voices started calling his name. Even when he covered his ears, everywhere he turned, he saw shadows following him. His house, his farm, his reflection stopped copying him. At midnight, he saw the girl again. Her eyes were empty. Her mouth opened wide like a tunnel. "You took my place," she said. "Now I will take yours." Ozo packed his things. He tried to leave the village, but the road kept folding back. No matter how far he walked, he ended up back at home. That night, he locked every door. He prayed. He cried. But outside, drums were beating. And they were beating for him. The cult members came. They didn't speak. They didn't blink. They circled Ozo, and the queen's voice filled the air. The coffin always gets its offering. The girl stood beside her now, smiling, alive. As Ozo was dragged into the coffin, he screamed. But this time, nobody would hear him.